How's it going, everyone? We are Lewis, and this is
Lewis.
And together we are Two Lose Crew MMA, just a couple regular guys from New York City making some predictions. Sometimes they might seem like guesses. But
Most of the time they're guesses.
Yeah, most of the time they're guesses.
Sometimes we hit.
Yeah. We don't really know what we're talking about, but we try at least. We try. Let's start it up. October 30th, right? Crazy card. We're excited. I know everybody's excited. This is the start of the main card. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it doesn't get canceled. Because as we're recording this, Paulo Costa and Marvin Vettori, rough, man. Almost got canceled. So hopefully this one doesn't. Let's see. So, who do you want to start with?
So we got Magomed Ankalaev versus Volkan No Time Oezdemir starting off the main card. Oezdemir coming off of a rough loss against Jerry Prochazka, which you could arguably say is probably going to be the future light heavyweight champion of that division. And coming off a really rough loss. Then you got Magomed Ankalaev coming off of a win against Ian Kutalab. Obviously, if you guys been watching that drama, that bout was canceled 3 times. Finally took place again, and Ankalaev obviously took the W for that one.
Yeah, and to get into the prediction, we like to go into the socials. You could see Ankalaev practicing, training the beach. Looks really, in great shape. Looks violent. And when you go ahead and look at Oezdemir, he's just like posting, these old clips of, when he used to look good, I feel. He did fight aggressively versus Jiri. I will say that. He pushed the pace. He wasn't afraid to engage.
And he did land a couple of shots off. It was going good for him in the first round until it wasn't.
Yeah, and Jiri loves to fight with his hands low guard. He likes to fight with a wide stance, almost similar to like a karate stance somewhat. He likes to bounce up and down a little bit, right?
Yeah,
See what I'm saying? So Oezdemir, he was able to throw a lot on him, but one thing that we did notice when we looked at some clips, especially Oezdemir's last fight, where he loves to throw the left and the right nice and low. He doesn't cover up. He doesn't fight up high the way Ankalaev does, right?
Ankalaev has a really high guard.
High guard. So all those shots that he connected with versus Jiri, even though we can agree that, we were talking about earlier how Jiri is most likely going to be champion one day. I would guess so. A lot of people, I'm sure, would agree with us. And, Oezdemir is not going to be able to, get through that guard of Ankalaev. We do know that he's a kickboxer. Ankalaev is a Samba wrestler out of Dagestan. Sambo, sorry. Oh, my God. Samba's the Brazilian dancing, right? But, we can see how Ankalaev is really going to be able to neutralize a lot of what Oezdemir likes to do, but I think you were saying earlier that the pressure, right?
So, Ankalaev, at least based off his last fight, Kutalaba was kind of pushing a pace, and Ankalaev just had his guard up the whole time, and then obviously went for the shot, and he clipped him in round 1.
Yeah,
pretty much at the end of round 1, and finished him with a counter. So, if Oezdemir goes in there just trying to push that pace and just, keeping the pressure on, good chance he could get clipped. But, also in Ankalaev's favor, Dagestan's taking over the UFC. Obviously, everybody knows that. And, he could get him on the ground. Famously, Oezdemir lost his title fight against DC. DC just neutralized him with his wrestling, and TKO punches on the ground.
Now, we didn't see Ankalaev use any of the wrestling.
Haven't seen it yet.
Now, I feel like, people just want to stand up with him, these Dagestani wrestlers, for some reason, people are just afraid. And I say for some reason, like, we don't know why, but we all know why. Nobody wants to engage on the wrestling against him.
Everybody's going to kick Khabib to death.
Yeah, so, Khabib, for some reason, like, he has everyone scared in every division. So I feel like, obviously, we know Oezdemir is a kickboxer. This is going to be primarily a stand-up fight. But Ankalaev, high guard, loves to counter. Kudalaba loves to push the pace. So this isn't going to be new for Ankalaev when he sees Oezdemir pushing the pace on him. And I feel this might be like a first, second round finish. I don't even see this going the distance. I really don't. I don't know about you. But I see Ankalaev maybe late round 1 or early round 2, TKO or KO. That's pretty much it. That's my prediction. Ankalaev all the way. If I was to go with odds, which we haven't looked at the odds yet, but I would put Ankalaev like a minus 250, minus 300 upwards, those numbers. What do you think?
Obviously MMA math never works. Can't go based always on the last fights. But based on what I've seen, yeah, I have to go with Ankalaev too. He just has too many weapons against Oezdemir that he can use, and I think he could finish the fight pretty much in any way he wants. So yeah, I am thinking a finish. Could be round 1, could be round 3. But, I got Ankalaev winning.
All right, so that was our prediction for Magomed Ankalaev versus Volkan Oezdemir on October 30th. Free pay-per-view card, but for the United States. Did you know? And Canada has to pay for it?
Oh.
Canada has to pay for it. Sorry, Canada, for our Canadian fans out there. Sorry about that. We both are going with Magomed Ankalaev. Say it again?
I hope we get Canadian fans.
I hope we get some Canadian fans. And I didn't mean Canadian fans for us. I actually meant Canadian fans for the UFC. But if we could maybe get one of you to be our fan, hey, why not? Click that subscribe button. And until next time, this is Toulouse Crew.